Western Australia has made it illegal to protest outside abortion clinics.
Here's a summary of the article.
Western Australia has joined every other Australian state or territory in legislating safe access zones for women accessing abortions. The state parliament on Thursday passed a government bill which will prevent people from picketing within 150 metres of facilities that provide abortion services. Family planning healthcare provider Marie Stopes said the new law would protect women from intimidation and harassment when accessing abortions. No one should fear being intimidated or harassed when accessing abortion and reproductive health services. Health Minister Roger Cook said the new law would also ban people from sharing potentially identifying footage of people accessing facilities that provide abortions. For far too long, women had to run the gauntlet of people outside abortion clinics, Mr. Cook said. While we acknowledge and celebrate this important milestone, the next step for the McGowan government is to modernize and decriminalize the state's abortion laws, which are outdated and causing harm, she said.
This post received a score of 63,000, with an upvote ratio of 82%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Just for context, Western Australia is the last state territory to make it illegal. So, it's now illegal throughout Australia to protest outside abortion clinics, not just in WA.
Also, these protesters have been known to injure, kill people that don't see their way. They take a life because a person took a life, so idiotic.
I'll never forget the time my girlfriend came back from a Planned Parenthood in tears because 50 or so women were shouting baby killer and whore at her. The best part is she wasn't even getting an abortion. She was getting prenatal vitamins for a healthier pregnancy.
I get screamed at every time I get an STD test. Or they have people out pretending to work for PP and telling people you have to check in with them at the gate, then boom, they give you anti-abortion shit. I'm like, bro, this location doesn't even offer abortions.
Greater than pretending to work for PP and telling people you have to check in with them at the gate. Wow, that's incredibly fucked up.
I remember a Last Week Tonight episode where they showed anti-abortion activists having set up similarly named clinics with very visible signs just about next door of the places people were actually looking for. They would then offer help to those unfortunate enough to walk in. I'm from Europe and my knowledge comes from an entertainment show, but I found it absolutely bonkers that those instances do not need to state that they do not offer abortions, and it's okay to keep your customer thinking that you do. Just stringing somebody along who is probably a complete mess long enough that legal abortion is off the table.
This is true, and in the days when the Yellow Pages were how folks found out about local businesses, they would pay to be listed under abortion services. These days they have to classify themselves as pregnancy crisis centers, or something similar, which is better but not by much. Their main thing is offering abortion, but never actually calling it that, at an insanely cheap price, then stringing the women along until it's legally too late or they can convince her her body is not her own.
Yes, I am a caseworker, and the amount of women who have told me about the crisis pregnancy centers is totally gross. They would have people see them who would promise to help financially and emotionally, but when the time came and the baby arrived, they were on to stop the next abortion. It's been said time and again, they only give a shit until the baby is born. Then it's fuck you and your bad life choices.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.